Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Case, but you fine people can call me Whitey. And this is Palecast, episode number 2, back by popular demand. Not by any of you, by me, because I am really, really bored. Um, since recording the first episode, I realized just how bad of a title Palecast actually is. Uh, it's like, you get it? Because I'm really, really white, guys. You understand that? But I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to stick with the title just to teach myself not to make bad decisions anymore. But man, is that lame. Uh, you guys should check out, if you're here on YouTube, you guys should also check out the Friendsless podcast that features both Brandon and myself and a bunch of our friends. Try to make that a lot of fun. And under no circumstances should anybody check out Cut the Rap. That's Sean's little review thing. Of course, I'm kidding. You guys should all look at it. Even though we have kind of like a little rivalry going on. But no, you should definitely check that out because his thing actually has, like legitimate production values. And I'm sitting in my room and I just watched the end of The Two Towers and drank about 4 beers to get hyped to record. To talk into my phone for 15 minutes. So you guys should definitely check that out. Let's see what else is going on. This morning I got an email saying that I had a dentist appointment today. So I was like, all right, well that kind of sucks. I just got to work and stuff, and I didn't really want to do that. But then like towards the end of the day, like I was gonna have to go right from work to the dentist's office. And I usually like to brush my teeth before I go in there, just to make somebody else's day a little bit easier. But I couldn't do that. So I was kind of like walking around asking random people if they had mouthwash. I was just going up to people and asking about it. Just make my breath a little bit better. And I was asking, and nobody carries that, but like I had to try. So I'm asking all these people, and finally I get to this one guy. He's like the type of person that like it never has worked out for, and it probably never will. Like if I tell you guys to picture like a pedophile, just picture that, all right? So that's this guy. So I walk up to him and I'm like, "Hey John, do you have any mouthwash?" And he turns to me and he goes, "What for?" And I was like, "What for?" I was like, "I'm gonna try to bleach my own asshole. Like, what the fuck do you think I want mouthwash for?" Um, but nobody had that, so I ended up going over there, and I got to the building. It's one of those medical buildings where they have all the different practices, a bunch of different ones in the same building. So I waited outside until about like 10 minutes before my appointment, and I went in. I took the elevator up, and I went to the bathroom just to make sure that I didn't make anybody else's life terrible that day. And while I was in there, I figured, I might as well check the email and just to make sure that I actually have that today. And I checked the email, and sure enough, it's for Wednesday, October 29th. Just a little reminder ahead of time. So I was there by accident. So I just kind of like left the bathroom, got back in the elevator, and went down and ran out. But if there was like a security guard watching like the cameras for the building, he definitely was like, "Holy shit, that's the biggest homeless person I've ever seen in my life." he's like calling his friends over, like, "Dude, come here, you gotta see this. Like, look at the size of him. Look at the size of that one." But that was just a big mistake. Since I last recorded one of these things, I picked up a PS4. Congratulations to me. And of course, that required going to a Gamestop, which is always just terrible. I don't know what it is about those places, but it seems like in order to work there, you either have to have like a severe social disorder or like psoriasis, like right in your fucking face. Like, and I have it on my hands too. But like, if I went to an interview to work there, the guy be in some guy's office, he'd just be like, "Oh well, Mr. DeRose, it seems like all of your references check out. Do you have psoriasis on your face?" And I'd be like, "Oh no, sir, I have it on my hand." And he'd be like, "Okay, get the fuck out of my office right now." But I don't know what it is about that place. The only thing that I could come up with is that like their target market is like a bunch of nerds. So they hire these like super nerds to make you feel more comfortable being there. I don't know, just an idea I had. But that's GameStop. With my PS4, I picked up the new game Shadow of Mordor, which is amazing. I highly recommend you all check it out. The best thing about it, I think it does a very, very good job of making the player feel like really strong, like stronger than even like Kratos in God of War or anything like that. So I got like halfway through it, and I'm playing for like a 4 hour long stretch, and I got to this point where I was like fighting like 50 Uruks like all on screen at once, and I'm just like slaying them all, and I killed the war chief that I was fighting at the time. And once I did that, like the few survivors started to all like scatter and run away, and I caught myself like using that teleport instant kill move and like wasting arrows to run down these stragglers. And I caught myself. I was like, holy shit, like this game made me a monster. I would say this is definitely the only title that can make me feel bad for orcs. Because it's not even fair. You're like fucking Jon Snow, Al Wesker. You got some Captain Barbossa from Pirates of the Caribbean thrown in there. And like, I don't know, Sergeant Elias from Platoon. Like, you're all these things rolled into one, and it's not even fair. It's not even fair. But I recommend that you all play it. One of the best things about life, of course, as we all know, is messing with people on the internet. It's great how they can't fight back and stuff, right? So, messing with people on, the internet or Twitter or whatever it may be. I've gotten into it with a couple of celebrities just for shits and gigs on there. And I listen to this podcast pretty much weekly about League of Legends. I got kind of into it. And there's this one guy on it called, he goes by the name to Claude. And he's a pretty cool dude. He's like my favorite guy on there. And from what I can tell from the couple of episodes that I've listened to, is this guy served in Iraq and he got shot. And I don't know whether it was as a result of that or it was like a pre-existing condition, but he has MS. Okay? And they've talked about it on there. So, Worlds just happened. I follow this guy on Twitter and stuff, and the big once a year tournament for League just happened, Worlds, and I was just checking my Twitter feed at work, and this guy rattled off like 10 in a row of these like really, really lame ass puns about League of Legends. So I messaged him and I said like, hey man, would it be cool if you made like maybe like a second Twitter account for all of the lame ass jokes that you're trying to make? And then on this one, you could just have the stuff that we all followed you for and not post lame ass jokes. And then like 5 minutes later, he responded back to me and said, sorry, man, it's too much of a hassle. Blame it on the MS. And my reaction when I saw this was something along the lines of when Lisa first like popped out when I was playing PT and killed me. Something along the lines of like, ah! I don't think that I deserve that reaction whatsoever. Like, that escalated really, really quickly and really just like rattled me to the core. By the way, I have the video recorded of when Lisa actually popped out and killed me. And I'm probably going to put that up on like Twitter or Instagram or something. You guys feel free to follow me on Twitter or Instagram at whitedudedown. And you can see the video of that actually happening. What else? Oh, Jesus. And then, like about 4 years ago, I lost like 80 pounds. I started going to the gym every day and really eating right and stuff. And then I was doing great with that. I lost a ton of weight. I was in really good shape, and it was like I was all about it. I was always asking people to like come to the gym with me, and all this stuff. And then a year ago, December, I got sick really, really bad for like a month, for like a week at a time, twice in a row, back to back. The first was I got bronchitis, and the second time, like right when I started to feel better from the bronchitis and I started to get back like my numbers back at the gym, I got hit with that stomach flu that went through the Northeast and just absolutely dominated everybody. And I remember that night, I'm sitting in my room, and everybody else had started to show symptoms. So everybody else in my house is like locked in their rooms, and like right when my stomach started to feel like a little bit weird, and I was like, no, 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 it's just something that I ate, or I'm in my own head, like I won't get this. But right when I started to feel like that, I hear my dad making a little scuffle. So I run out just in time to see him on the ground on all fours, just puking his brains out into this little Rubbermaid garbage can, just like completely not in control of himself, just puking his brains out into this thing. And it was like I saw my future. Like like at that point, there's no denying what is coming my way. So I went back into my room, and because everybody else was sick before me, they had all taken all the little garbage cans. So all that was left for me was an empty, like one of those cheese ball barrels, like the 3-gallon Utz cheese ball barrels that had been used up. So a couple hours later, I just get this like knife pain in my gut, and I just double over puking into this thing. And it was like I was intermittently throwing up Chipotle ranch chicken and just inhaling like the smell of vomit mixed with that artificial cheese dust. Oh my God, it was disgusting. And then I like ran to the bathroom, and just like every 2 steps I was just puking into this thing. Like full, I've never done that before. I've never been like fully like standing up just puking into this thing. uh, and then that knocked me out of it. It knocked me out of my streak of like going to the gym for long enough that I've just spent the last couple months just playing League of Legends and getting fat. And now, even as close as like last week, where I'm starting to go back to the gym and stuff, I was eating my lunch, and I was like, I had one of those little ketchup packets, and I was eating like turkey burgers or something, and I'm trying to smear like the last little bit of ketchup onto the burger, and I flicked it so that a little bit of the ketchup got on my shirt that I was also planning on wearing to the gym, and I was just like, nope, fuck it, I'm not going. Nah, I'm over it. Can't go like this. No way. Not gonna go home and get any different clothes or anything. Like, I'll just take the day off. And that's pretty much where I am at now. It's a struggle. Uh, that's gonna do it for episode 2. Because I'm starting to feel weird talking into my phone and stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed it. In the comments below, please feel free to talk shit about me. Go for it. I don't care. You know, it's nice to know that people are listening. And I'm gonna try to get some video going or something for this. Maybe like one of my friends had told me about like intro music. I think they're trying to get for me and stuff. So that'll be cool. Thanks for listening, guys. Have fun.